Howdy. Howdy, everyone. How are y'all doing? Hello, hello, hello. Good mornings, good afternoons, good evenings. Moto Lisa, 14 months of sub, and thank you, Moto Lisa. Hope you're doing well. Wow, Chicago Pen Show this weekend, Dallas Pen Show last weekend, Chicago Pen Show this weekend. Imagine if I was traveling, chat. Voluntary inmates at the penitentiary. What's up with the vac? Nothing. Same place it was yesterday. That's how I roll, Bruce. Vac won't be touched for, I don't know, this weekend, next weekend. I'm in no rush. No rush whatsoever. I'm still on coffee, right? It's almost noon here, quarter till. Big coffee day today. Good morning, Evan Idle Snacks. Everyone, it is National Coffee Day. Is it really? Isn't every day National Coffee Day, though? I mean, if we're being honest. I mean, if you're being truly honest with yourself, every day is National Coffee Day, I feel. That's my thoughts on the matter. So, whew, another year and a half to fix the back? Nah, I just need to clean it out. I just need to clean it out so I can manipulate the tines. Hey, 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 how much did we raise for St. Jude? So through the Pen Addict raffle, a little over $40,000, like 40,800, and then as Relay FM, we're crossed 630,000 total. It's crazy good. Like we're like, wow. Been up since 2 working. No good. The average person drinks 2.6 cups a day. I love the point 0.6 part. Yeah, that's like the average amount of children, like the 2.1 kids. It's like, okay. Hey, hide it from the wife. I am so glad we can be here for your recharge. I thank you for what you're doing, and like I'm just happy that we can be here to hang out together. Cause I'll be honest, I need it sometimes too, and I'm not dealing with what you're having to deal with. So yeah, I appreciate you. Glad you're here. Take a minute. Hello, Molly. Yeah, awesome numbers on the raffle. Like it's awesome. Like I can't say anything else, but it's awesome. Royal Farms 666. That Tucker field goal was stupid. I can't believe that. Average person has less than 2 arms. Yeah. Yep. But they used what they had to help us raise funds for the kids at St. Jude. So I appreciate that. Hey, Omega Beth, like that's one of the coolest things we do, and I'm just glad to be part of something like that. Yeah, it makes me happy, and to have y'all support. I like what more can you ask for as someone who like makes things for a living, to have a community that does cool stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Did you get one of the new Y Studio pens? I got a shipping notification for mine today. So the new color barrel ones, right? Is that the one we're talking about, like 10th anniversary? Also bought the antique glass model O2 as a nice gift. That's a good move right there. I love those antique glass models. I have an Italian ice. I need to break that pen out. That's going to be one of my next pens. Like tomorrow, if we get out some of like the maker pens that I have, I count Franklin Christoph like that. I have some cool Franklin Christoph stuff I'm going to show y'all tomorrow. Sylvia, 3 months of sub, and thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You're awesome. Where's my alert box? So Bruce, I wanna talk to you a little bit about something. This is for you, Bruce. Need to get an Ultim. Send a letter to Ian offering money and a few pens for an Ultim. So I'll see what he says. So my opinion, like he's probably gonna say yes, but you got to realize you don't want to put makers in positions to discount their work when that's how they're making a living, right? Ian's not like a large corporation, so I know like you're younger and you don't like think about these things, right? But you want to be careful when contacting makers with like something like that, with any kind of frequency, right? Does that make sense? Right? Like he's probably going to say yes because he's a nice guy and he's going to do what he can. but you want to value makers' work. You want to think about it from the maker's perspective and think about, like, how does Ian pay his bills? Well, he pays his bills by selling pens, right? And acquiring other pens doesn't pay the electricity bill, right? I know I'm being particular about that, but that's like that's something you want to think about, down the line as you get older and are working with people who are into their who own their own businesses, especially small businesses. So just something to think about, something to consider. Like, I'm obviously very opinionated on that, so you should think about that. Got a Leonardo Mango with black trims, EF nib. That's the exact one I have. I love it. So, Schmevelin, 31 months of subbing. Let's go. Yeah, you get it, Bruce. I know you do. But, it helps to explain these things. So, Rewizzles, good morning. Totally forgot to turn on my audio while multitasking. You didn't miss anything. I mean, you'd have to listen to me. You should probably put me back on mute. All things considered. Hey, Anon UK, how are you? Good to see you. Hope you're doing awesome. Hadn't talked to you in a while. Yeah, like small maker, like think about it from like a small maker's perspective. Like, you want to like try to like value their work. That's why, like, if I go to my friends, if I ask them, I know they would give me stuff, but I don't give them the opportunity because I think they should be paid for what they make. Because, like I said, they're not like AT&T out here, some big corporation where the money doesn't matter. Like, it's just it's a thought process, right? Like, I'm not saying what you did was wrong or right or whatever, but like you just have to put it into context. What you're asking makers for. Like, could Ian give you a pen, or could he sell a pen that actually allowed him to buy more materials to make more pens to sell? Things like that. So it's a thought process. So it's just something to think about, as you get older. Yeah, this is why, Tony, this is why I actually buy things from you, even though I could get them, even so asking you for free. Yeah, it's just it's a thought process, and everyone's different, so it's just it's just something to think about. Chauncey Coatsworth, thank you for the Prime sub. Why didn't you get your alert? Let's go. All right, we're gonna talk about a pen we talked about. You always charge Brad extra. Brooks is actually too nice to me. Like, I made him have to charge me full price for the bestseller, the bestseller I bought a few months ago. You should charge me extra though. That's for sure. So yeah. You always, like, don't ever, and this is for the makers now, don't ever, like, you don't have to give everyone a discount just because they're your friend. It's a nice thing. You're being super nice. Like, it's cool to be super nice, right? But you also, like, you could make money. I know I'm bad at capitalism, but obviously not International Coffee Day. It could be National Coffee Day. So, what's up, Killer Sheep? All right. Right. All right, see you temporarily, Rye. I need to clip this part of the stream and show it to my father. I have lots of opinions on that. And I don't always say as I do. Sometimes I just give people stuff, and it's like, it's not the smart thing to do, but like, the people who support you the most are the most willing to pay full price. Like, it's awkward to say that, and it feels uncomfortable, but like, they're supporting you because they love your work, not because they're your friend and they think they can get a discount from you. So, it's not a hard fast rule. So, all right, let's talk about a pen. Let's start here. So this is the pen I didn't want to talk about yesterday. So this is the Lamy Ideos. This one's not giving me... Bruce, I don't want to... I'm not going to talk about it. Like, I am not interested in that discussion. I apologize. Like, I can't give you any more opinion on that than it is. All right. So this is the pen I didn't want to talk about yesterday because I wanted to talk about it on the pen on the podcast today. How many different Lamy pens can you see in one pen? I mean, like, what is actually happening here? Yeah, an ion nib, a studio grip. It's definitely got some CP1 vibes to it. That clip is like the Lamy dialogue. All right, so this is a very basic picture. Very basic picture. And I didn't see this before the stream this morning, but the Goulet has the actual barrel pictures here. And you can see, go back to the, I shouldn't have closed that other image, where you can see the teardrop. Where's the cap? You can kind of see the teardrop shape up here on the cap, and it runs horizontally or vertically, whatever. It runs full length down the nib and then into the grip section. Yeah, it looks like someone, yeah, it's like the studio got stuck in the machine and ended up with a flat side. And I was like, that's a new pen. Did you get your hands on the Kaweco Premium nibs to try? No, but there's a good review of them at Yoseika Stationery. If anyone's free and wants to grab that link. We talked about that on the show today. Until I get one, that's probably the last time we'll talk about them. But yeah, hells, did they raid the leftover parts bin? It's like, yeah, like, what is happening here? Like, I'm really don't, like, in a vacuum, it's a perfectly fine pen, right? In a vacuum. Nothing wrong with this pen whatsoever. But based on everything that Lamy's ever given you, I don't get it. I don't get it. It is super, super strange. Like, it is really, like Hell said, like a rating the parts bin. So here's with the full ridge. So it looks, the way they angle this, like it's the teardrop shape, but it almost makes it look squared. And it makes you look like you have a square pen in certain angles, right? A Lamy Franken pen, yeah. And you know, it's got the Aeon nib, it's got the studio grip section with the taper in it from the teardrop. It's got the Aeon nib, I guess because it's more rounded to go with the shape of everything else. There's the cap with really, like when you put the clip on it, it makes it look off center. And then where you post it, I want to see this in someone's hand, right? Even Evan, this looks like it's going to be like this long, like just a monster length pen. So we discussed this on the show today. I just think it's Lamy doing a Lamy thing. If you soaked it in water, it might become an Aeon. Yeah, Lamy's starting to have too many pins that aren't different. It's really hard to tell them apart. Yeah. What's this one? Yeah. I hate that picture, gives me hives. Like, I think overall the pen like looks fine. That picture gives me hives. Strange Camel, that's a really good way to put it. The studio is such a nice, cohesive design. This just looks odd and off balance looking. So, it's just like cannibalizing their own product lineups, right? Like, what do you do when you have the studio and the Ion and this and the Scala and all these next to each other? You wonder what's going. So it doesn't roll. I mean, yeah, I guess technically it's its own roll stop. I love this pen. It allows me to continue ignoring Lamy as a brand. I think you will like the Zevo, Tony. You'll buy a Zevo. I feel it. It's like if the McElroy brothers designed a Lamy pen as a joke. Yeah, like this wouldn't happen under my leadership. It's a teardrop. It makes you want to cry. Yeah. So then we already covered the Zevo, but then you go over here. Oh, there it is. You go over here. We talked about this yesterday. Awesome. Like, but it's nothing. I mean, I've seen this a million times before, even from Lamy. This is also less than $10, right? So I just have the ideas really makes me wonder what Lamy's doing. This is fine. This is great. This pen won't roll off my desk because I'd never buy it. It's like, that's the thing. Is like, there's literally nothing wrong with this pen in a vacuum, the Ideos. But when it exists along everything else, it doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's super strange. It bugs me. Sorry, it bugs me. I went off on a tangent on the podcast today. It really just strikes me the wrong way in that the decision makers at Lamy, I don't know what they're thinking. Like maybe there's something in that bee honey that they're growing out back, right? Maybe those bees are over at like the marijuana facility and they're bringing in like some different kind of pollens from some different kind of flowers. And then the honey gets into the lunchroom at Lamy, and then the designers eat lunch there every day. And then they start going through all the parts that they have and putting them together like a Lego set. And then they present this to the management, who is also eating the same honey that was pollinated from the grow farm next door. And they're like, yes, this is a good idea. And everyone's happy. I'm like, it's not. It's not good. The Lamy 420, right? Like, where? Konpeki, Bruce. I don't, as much as I love the look of Diamond Ancient Copper, I never want to use Diamond Ancient Copper. Do you see that the Uni 1 are coming with metal barrels and solid colors? I would love to see a link if you had that. Sounds more like meth honey. No, that's down by us, Brooks. I don't know if they have the meth in Germany. That's down by our houses. Have you ever thought to interview Lamy representatives? I don't really have any interest in interviewing corporate people because it's only going to go one way. So, like, I've turned down opportunities to interview other people just because they're not going to like the questions I ask. So it ends up being a waste of my time. They were in the munchies. Never put ancient copper in a piston filler. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a good idea. Yeah, ancient copper, as great as it is, it's very particular. Like, you can clean it out well, but it's just annoying. As great as it looks. Put it in your Lamy Safari or something. Yeah, I've used Konpeki in mine actually before. It's really good. Brad doesn't need to interview them. They need to interview him. I mean, I've never set up one of those portfolios like to send to Lamy. That would be funny. They would go, nah, we don't like color. You're out. I would say, have you seen my pink shirt? They're like, out of here. Out of here with that mess. Why can't all pens be as easy to clean as the 580? I will argue that Pelican's piston fillers are the easiest pens to clean in the world. What you're saying is Lamy is racist? No. Sorry, I don't have my camera plugged in. Just saying, go to the source. They have any company that has PR and marketing teams isn't going to be interested in talking to someone who asks real questions. They'd just rather go to the local news where they can control the narrative. Like, it wouldn't be worth the time. I've never taken my Pelican apart. You don't even have to. You can just unscrew the nib. But yeah, the larger the company, the less real answers I'm going to get, and I just don't have time for that because that's not how I roll. I'm not a softball interviewer. All right, are these actually metal barrels? Because these look like the rubberized barrels. Can we translate on this page? Oop. Are you sure these are metal barrels? Go to the makers at Lamy? Yeah, they're not going to be allowed to talk. No way. Unless I need to take a trip to Heidelberg and go hang out at a bar, figure out the bar that they go to, and then get them. I think that's the play. All right. Is that metal or is that like the rubberized, like the thin rubberized thing? Because I could be talked into these being metal here and these being rubberized. Like these are two different models, maybe? Yeah, these kind of look metal-ish, and these look like the soft rubber. I wanted to see if they were going to still do the same clip. I just don't love this pen. Like, I love the idea of this pen. But Brad at a German bar. I've been to Heidelberg, but that was before I was like the pen addict guy. That was like in the early 90s. Inkspionage. I like it. Start a covert pen company with Lamy designers. You know how long they've been there? I would imagine there's been lots of Lamy shenanigans. Lots of Lamy shenanigans in Heidelberg, don't you think? Gotta be. I feel like you could do a book if you can get anyone to talk. These look great. I'm just not a huge fan of the refill. You love the ink, Chauncey Coastworth? What? Just general writing. General writing, you like it? Like, I get it. The long con Pecky, right? Doesn't say anything about the barrel material. So, like, the top four on the left look shiny, like a little bit like a brushed aluminum, and then these look like the firm rubber barrel. Lamy's a bit like Apple. They have very clear design cues and don't really come up with new designs. The Apple stuff all looks the same and you can identify Apple immediately. Yeah, like I don't disagree with that. That's why I love Lamy so much. And that's why I get a little bit frustrated. Like, it's fun for me to talk about because I genuinely love the brand. And I just think they could do so much more. And then we get the Ideos and it's like, man, like, that's fine. It's fine, but man, you're Lamy. Let's go. Surprise me. I would like Lamy to surprise me one day. Can we say that? How about that? I think that's the way to put it. I want Lamy to surprise me one day. I think that's where I'm at now. They don't surprise me anymore. I think that's probably the best way to put it, and why something like the Ideos just falls flat. I wasn't sold on the Arrow until I got the racing green one. Yeah. Lamy should do a green Safari. Facts. What is the price on these? What was the price on these? Pilot's in the same boat, Slumberland Studio. Surprise me, Pilot. It'd be okay. It could be terrible. I don't care if it's terrible, if it's something different. They did surprise you in how deeply they can disappoint you. How about a dark green 2K? See, the Macrolon colors don't surprise me. That wasn't a surprise because they charged an outrageous amount for them. So the fact that they actually did it got ruined by the fact that they injected them with that special honey, I guess. Do you think there ever comes a time when you just say, this is the product we make and this is what we're good at, nothing else needed, aka Lamy 2000? I actually do believe in that. I had it from the wife. So I'm sometimes talking out both sides of my mouth. Like, on one hand, the Lamy 2000 hasn't hardly changed in 50 something years, and that's cool. But they keep throwing stuff out there that's the same stuff. OMG, remember when Pilot made cool looking vanishing points? I went on that tangent a week or two ago. Pilot is easy to solve, man. Pilot is simple. Moonman more likely to come out with a new Lamy design? I don't know. I saw those Kavekos. Did y'all see the Moonman Kavekos on Tokyo Inklings? Do y'all want to look at these? I don't want to talk about them. I wasn't going to bring it up on the podcast. Y'all want to see these? Have y'all seen these yet? A Lamy Howler Brothers collab? Now we're talking. We could do that. I collect VPs and was so disappointed with the black ice, didn't bother buying. Yeah, like, I think it looks cool, but it's just like, okay, it's another one. You know? Lamy Pikachu without a barcode. Lamy 2K oversized. That's actually interesting. That would surprise me, Bork and Bork. That's actually a smart idea. Lamy 2K oversized. Like, if they XL'd the Lamy 2000, that would be interesting. The Macron surprised me by the price increase. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's totally a big FU. I'll pull them up. It's intense. Let me pull this up. But I didn't really want to. I don't really have anything to say on it, but I'll show them to you. No VP they come out is going to beat my black faceted one. I think they could. I'm telling you, they need to do raw metal. Raw metal VP is the move. Silver and brass. Not like literally silver. Silver plated and brass. All right. Y'all ready for this? It's a slideshow. So, stop. Sorry. Hang on. Let me get this ready because it's a slideshow. I can't actively do it, so I'm gonna see if I can embiggen it. All right, we'll just go with this. All right, you just have to pay attention. Y'all ready? So this, CY called it the Moonman Revenge Pen. So this is the Moonman. The side brand called Mahjong. Let's see if I can. Y'all see it? So this is odd. This is like a screenshot thing, but it just keeps going. It's like a minute long. So this is the Steel AL Sport. I mean, this is like, I've never seen a middle finger like that big before. Like, this is this is aggressive. Like, I don't mind getting back at some people. I'm not sure this would be in my realm of my comfort zone. Woo. It's like, but we put screws in the cap. Hello. Do you see the screws in the cap? Not the same. If you want a Kaweco with a good nib, you can get a premium nib, Kate. That's all you need. Oh boy, this is a whole scene right here. This is a whole thing. Look at the price. How much is it? If it's a full side converter, it's still substantially differentiated. Sure, but like aesthetically, it's like they didn't even try. Even the notch in the back of the barrel right here is identical. Premium nibs have a big booty. Actually, that should have been the show title. Premium nibs have a big booty. They go up to 150 with the gold nibs. What would be a standard? That's got to be like $50-$60 if it didn't have with the steel nib, right? So that thing just replays and replays. This community is a little weird as to when knockoffs are fine and when not. I will agree with that. I learned to stop worrying about it. Is the best advice I can give. I bit the bullet and bought a premium nib. I'm 100% buying one. Like what I was saying today on the podcast is I think all of us Kaweco fans will buy one and probably go, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm good. So, yeah, I will, I'm just getting one for the kicks. I mean, I really want to see I want to see the difference. Like, I'll do I want to review it. I want to see why I would tell you to spend $44 on this. Would I do that or would I not? So no, like, I have some questions I want to answer myself. Which is why I'll pick up products like that. I want the EF to actually be an EF. Yeah, that's key. But I've never had an EF problem with Kaweco. And I think that's why I like Kaweco's standard nibs, because the EFs tend to be much better out the box than medium and above in the stock Kawecos, right? Once you start getting into the mediums, you start having those baby bottoms issues and the skipping and the things that have generally plagued those nibs. And then to have them fix that by charging you more. So I like my Kaweco pins in the beginning of my pin journey. I don't even pick them up anymore. Yeah, I think I pick them up more even. Like, at first, I didn't think I would ever like the Kaweco Classic. Like, it's too small. It's too light. You've had a baby bottoms on your EF? Yeah, I haven't had that problem. I've had very good luck with my Kaweco EFs, fortunately. But I have actually used them more because I like how they write and I love the functionality and I love the style. So I ended up doing more of them. Question, would y'all be interested in designer glass pen trays? I'm testing my new Kill today, and this is one of the things I'm thinking of making. Yes. There will be, and this might be misplaced, the first thing I think about is hardness with certain types of pens. And it won't do anything to them, but it would sound weird, right? So I would use like my plastic pens and my acrylic pens and the glass. But like anything, like, would this sound funny if I keep clinking it in the glass? So I would just, that's what my mind goes to. But technically, yes, I would be interested. Like, I have this leather pen tray right here that I just was given to me years ago. It's kind of loaded up. I can't get it. But yeah, I like it. I like pen trays in general. Oh, and I have the wooden pen tray back here that I need to use. So yeah, I would be interested. So yeah, but that's my first thought. Did you miss all the things? You missed weird Lamy Frankenpens. I think that's what we have to call it. Whoever said that, it's the Lamy Ideas is a Lamy Frankenpen. Jesse, your EFs are more like the M size, really? That's definitely a problem. I want Kaweco to make a faceted Supra, a Super Sport. I just wish they would. I wish Kaweco would just make the Supra without the section and just make it the giant Lilliput, which would be great. Oh yeah, Slumberland Studio. Those pen rests you sent me with the acrylic and wood were cool. Yeah, definitely send them to me. Send me a link. Or share it here. If you put it like on Instagram or something, share it here. It'd be great. You said Frankenpen? Yeah. I mean, we've talked about Frankenpens a lot, but the using them for the Ideos is probably a good idea. The Biggie Put. Exactly. So yeah, the Frankenpen Ideos is what it looks like to me. And then, like, if you commit to the giant Lilliput, then you facet it too, and it wouldn't be taking over the classic, the AL steel pen, right? For example, the AL stainless steel, because of the barrel design and the nib size. So the super takes the number 6 size nib, and the sports and the ALs all take the number 5. So I believe that would be a different pen in my book. Keep it stubby. Haven't caught a stream in a long time. Welcome, Earl Maid. Yeah, we're just chilling today. That's pretty much what we've done this week. No real plans, just come in and hang out. We got a little post podcast stream today. I did get some reorders going for the loaner pins. I finally got the reorders going. Long Tall Fran, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. No, we'll do custom pins tomorrow because I don't do like a full stream thing today, but we'll do that tomorrow. And I'll bring some of the pins that I have in here so we can discuss them, do a little show and tell. Hey, Jasmine. I am doing well. Just got finished with the podcast, chatting on stream a little bit, and figuring out what we're going to do the rest of the week. Any good rec for a fountain pen with no plastic parts? That's a really great question. Are you doing an updated top 5 this year? Which category? I won't do a whole full thing, but I might pick and choose a couple. Still on track for new spoke colorways tomorrow. I will know this afternoon. You can email me later or text me or message me. Any good recs for a fountain pen with no plastic parts? That's wrecking my brain. Ebonite eyedropper. Feed and converter would still be plastic. Yeah, I'm thinking of like the internals more than the externals. You would have to start with like ebonite feeds. Ebonite eyedropper. Drillog. There you go. Drillog. No purple. Sorry. Eventually purple. Yeah, it would have to be some type of eyedropper. And have to have an ebonite feed. Interesting problem to solve. Very interesting. I like it. No, that's the kind of questions I like. It's like, hey, here's a question. Can we solve it? And it's better actually in the stream than like sometimes I get questions on the podcast that I really can't answer and have to like, hey, I think someone could probably knows an answer to this. Can y'all help me out? And that's what this is, right? 1903 Waterman is all ebonite with a gold nib. Yeah. So what's a recommendation for an all plastic pen? Most of them. Shown Pocket 6 eyedropper. It would still have to swap out an ebonite feed in there. But it could be done. Actually, probably I guess Ultim's plastic, isn't it? Isn't there a fountain pen somewhere with a plastic nib? I don't know, but that sounds terrible. Could be tricky to mount a nib in an all-metal housing. The housing needs to be able to flex a little to hold the nib and feed tightly. Yeah, I guess it's just with like a friction fit ebonite feed into a fit ebonite section would work. Hey, Toasty Treat. Yeah, you can get ebonite feeds for the Yovo nib units. Flexible nib factory. But yeah, you could... God, there's still might be lined though, right? Still might be like plastic lined interior. I don't know. What a good question. Yes, if you swapped an existing housing, it would still be plastic. You can eyedropper a titanium fountain pen. Not all metal, but titanium can manage. I don't know what the science is behind that. But apparently titanium on titanium, you can eyedropper. Peggy Love, 11 months of subbing. What's going on, Peggy? How are you? Tried eyedropping a titanium pin, linked a bunch. I think it was more of a, with the titanium, it's that it won't affect the ink rather than the actual eyedroppering part of it. Is that correct, or am I mistaken? I got an ebonite feed and housing. It flows a lot. EF becomes F. Yes, that is a feature. That is a definite feature. So if you ever really have a pen you love and need it to be a gusher, start looking at ebonite feeds. Can eyedropper sterling silver too? I will probably never try that. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I love that. Whoops. I love that the Kaweco sterling silver. I think it's cool. That would be one of the stupidest pens for me to ever buy. Yeah, so I got my new phone, and Spotify is I'm downloading all the songs because I like my songs local, and I just I was scrolling it to like keep the screen on there, and that was the song that I hit. Sorry about that. But yeah, I would love. I think that pen is cool. I don't know that I'd want it because I would probably not use it, and that's a problem for me. So yeah. RTJ, yeah. What do you think of the new phone so far? I just finished like transferring everything while I was on the podcast, so I haven't gotten to use it yet. I haven't got to use the camera. The camera bumps keeps throwing you off. I am touching my phone case and it's like rocking. I'm down with you, Brad. The sterling silver Kaweco. Sign me up. Yeah, like there's something. I mean, I just love that pen anyway. So that's a super interesting thing. Has anyone tried the Yamamoto fountain pen friendly paper collection? Yeah, we did a 2-part review on the Pen Addict blog of the fountain pen paper collection. I can grab that for you. Yard OLED might be the closest to no plastic pen in modern large production. Yeah. I'm sure the rocking is even more noticeable on the Pro Max. Yeah. Like once I accidentally hit it and I was like, oh, that moves. And now I can't stop doing it. And I'm just like, so I can't wait to take some pictures with it and see. Yard OLED still cartridge converter. Yeah, I need to ink up my Yard OLED pen. That pen might have to go in the next sale if I can't decide to use it. It's such an enjoyable writing pen, but I never choose to use it. It was on the edge of the sale lineup for this time. Macro nib pics are so amazing. Yeah, I think my Instagram feed's about to get some action. Oh, yeah, I can get you that. Let me see if I can get you that link. Because this is a big review. Posture check. I just straightened up a little bit. I'm actually pretty good in this chair. This chair gets me good posture. All right. So here you go. So this is these are those links. Dardendy. So that is all, what, 18 paper types in there. So, speaking of paper types, I've got, I just reordered Fire on Fire ink, another batch. Robert Oster's sending me like 50 pads of like he does like these Cosmo Air Light samplers. I'm gonna get some of those and we'll do some giveaways of those. I'll put them in like when we do giveaways here. I'll be able to put some in the giveaway. So that was nice of him to do. That got me thinking about the Cosmo Air Light because that's when Susan had first tested it there. Caran Dash higher end pens are mostly metal. Does Caran Dash have like the high end like the Ecuador fountain pens? Because I like the Ecuador 849 style, like the $100 metal pen. Are you still working with a new ink on Robert Oster? No, he's too busy for me to work with him on a new ink. But I got some other options. I just haven't gotten around to emailing him yet. I'll ask around. Other people will do it. I just got to make time for it. I just been lacking time. They make lots of high-end fountain pens like the Ecuador. I should probably look at that. Hey, you never got your membership? I swear I sent yours. I'm actually a little bit behind, but I thought I sent yours. Let me look. That's on the list for probably next week too. But I'm here, so let me look at it. Because I can pull it up pretty quickly, maybe. And I say that, and I don't see my Drive app. I need to get Fire and a pen again. My go-to lately has been GVFC Burnt Orange. Really wet and great color. All right, enjoy the lurk, Evan. Really, I need to look at that Mafia Geek. Not that I need one. Like, it would be down the list, but I like the Ecuador so much. So many passwords, so little time, y'all. Hey, look, authenticator. But I am curious now. Miguel. All right. Let's see here. That actually wasn't my proposal with Birmingham, but I would certainly ask them. Oh, come on. I would certainly ask them to do an ink collaboration, but that was not my proposal for Birmingham. Can we get it this time, please? Hey, look. You're right. All right. Miguel, you are correct. We will work on that next week. There you go. I had to figure that out. No, I never got a reply to my proposal. So. And I've never been, as they say, arsed to follow up. I have an Ecuador fountain pen and never use it, but it's very nice. I had nib grinder tune it to make it finer. Are they very thin? Hydrate. I'm not good on the hydration today. I'm still on coffee. I need some water though. Yeah, I don't know why I like those. I've always liked those Ecuadors. That's one of those things that you discover, like, that I discovered when I was, like, really young. But you could never, like, man, that's $100, $150 ballpoint pen. I was like, "Pah." But I really like them. Coffee has water in it, yeah. Similar to the 849, but the barrel is a touch thinner. I'll look at them. Not that I want to get one. I'm going to browse. I received some Clairefontaine and I like it. You did good. Clairefontaine is good. All right. Let's see. I need to get Fire and a pin too. How's Toby? He's good. He's not even in here, so he must be chilling. I took him out between podcast and stream, so he's right back into nap. So he's good. He's not even in this room right now, so that's how I know he's good. He's not stressing. He's just chilling. Chilling like a villain. And I'm going to remember to write down a note. Email me, Peggy. I'm actually might take you up on that. Email me. What am I doing? I think I've decided on the Hobonichi for next year, chat. For something different. We'll see. Still have a hole punch I need to buy. All right, let's give something away, then I'm going to wrap it up. Go find some lunch. Giving second glances to the GVFC Guilloche, but not a lot of folks have those to test drive. I know, like, Graphon Faber-Castell, one of their big pens, has always been, like, in my purview. But I've never... I know I would have to get the nib worked on. So... Report on the stipula I got last weekend. We talked about highly recommended, super smooth nib size, great size and weight. Cool. OSU, you did really good at the pen show. That was some cool stuff. Oh, yeah. Jeez Louise. Back to my Y Studio question. Was curious if you're getting new the Revolve pen with the in-house nib. Which one's that one? Probably. So I need to get the new Y Studio. I actually think I'm going to be able to get that one from Kenro. I need to email them. And see before I pick out which color I want to buy from someone. But yeah. Actually, I'm going to write that down too. Hobonichi solid, but I like the Take a Note better. Where are you getting your Take a Notes from? Where are you ordering? I like Take a Note too as well. Someone find the abs Faber-Castell for Brad. No, don't do that. Man, I shouldn't come out of these streams with more work. But that's good. All right. Let's give something away. Let me think about this. Let me confer with the mess I have going in here. Oh, we still haven't done that yet. I still haven't done this yet. I got to do this. I got to build my Kurutoga with the smart jacket. That's on the list. We're not giving that away. Chat. All right, let's go in the ice box. Oh, no. We gotta work on our signage. Alright, I think I got enough for a paper sampler. But I don't have my desk camera set up. I do still have to try the Pen BBS EF. I don't think that's what's in mine. Yeah, the one I have is an F nib. I'll get one though. Out of curiosity, anyone knew who's won the St. Jude Field Notes bundle? I know. I know who won. All right, so this is a Japanese paper sampler. And I'm trying to figure out who these were from. This small one. Life. All right, so we got a Life. So we have the Life recent memo. I love the size and shape of this. It's like a real slim notebook with Life paper in it. It's the gridded paper. I don't have my desk camera set up, so I don't have them here. So it's just a real cool thin pocket notebook. And then we have the Life. What are these? These A6 size? Yeah, A6. Red lined. Ooh, was it a Field Nuts? I have no idea. And then we have the Traveler's Notebook, but the basic graph notebook. Like, this is just like the open paper. Can you tell us if Pen Addict people won at least? There's people in this chat that won things. I do know. I think that's the best I can do. You were just in time for the raffle. All right, so little Japanese paper sampler with Life and Travelers. So there we go. All right, let's give this away. What happened to the Diplomat wavy pattern pen? Are you talking to me? The lines one that I have? God dang it, wrong thing. Molly with the gifted sub. Where's my alerts? The alerts are literally up. I think I confused it when I was switching around things. Thank you so much, Molly. Appreciate you. That is amazingly awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's go paper sampler. Yeah, it's great. I'm gonna review that pen eventually. It's really good. It's inked with eroded bronze because it's cool that like that. All right, paper sampler giveaway. Let's do this exclamation point raffle. Yeah, this. This pen, or we just make sure we're talking about the same thing. So I do like it. It's great. And you can see it in my eroded bronze ink review. That's what I use for that. I really wish there was a navy arrow. I wouldn't put it past them to eventually have that color. Yeah, I love the pen. It's great. It is a very good pen. It sounded like a Smand. No, it was these. The case was the Brasstown. Whoa. If I'm looking at y'all funny, it's because something just jumped up on my screen. Whew. All right, let me get some washi. How much are we done? Did we finish? 20 seconds left. 20 seconds to get into the paper sampler featuring Life and Travelers paper goods. I still gotta have to try my Nemosine nibs that I bought loose. Slumberland Studios. I gotta find pins. Maybe that's something I can do tomorrow when I get my maker's pins. I can figure out one to put those nibs on because they should fit. I think they fit Yovo housings, right? Am I mistaken? Do they? Because I have them and I haven't used them. Basically, Yovo number 6. All right, so we'll try that tomorrow. We'll get out a pin tray to discuss, to show and tell. Grab those nibs and figure out what we're gonna ink up. All right, let me pick a winner here. Cal Riddle. Cal Riddle has won. They sometimes sit tall in pins, like would you say they're out further, like you can see more, or they're more in further? How do you mean sit tall? To me, that would be sitting out further. Okay, that's what I would understand that to be. You got it, Cal. Email me. I'll get this out this weekend probably. I am under the shipping gun right now. So give me a few extra days to get these out. It's that underscore again. Y'all should put underscores in your name. All right, that goes there. Oops. All right, I need food, chat. I need food, so let's go raid. I think Bryant's up. Bryant up and running. He's probably studying or like trying to do some work. What day is it? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. It's always a work day. Ooh. He's talking right now, so we can go interrupt him. Oh, Jay is... Hang on. One of my buddies is streaming too. What is Jay doing? He's Pythoning. Y'all want to go learn about Python? Jay is awesome. All right, let's go raid Bryant. Thanks for hanging out today, chat. We'll do a normal size stream tomorrow. And work on some things. All right. Thanks for hanging out. The podcast is up. You should have it in your favorite podcast player of choice. And yeah, have fun. And we'll be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. Bye.
With the raid, hello. Wow, I feel like why has this feel like it's been forever? What's up, guys? Hello, Tessa, with the tier 1 sub. What's up, guys? Raid, man. Oh my god, man, it feels like it's been forever. How are you? I'm sorry that I just haven't been as active on my Twitch lately. You know, life comes and happens, and it's crazy. I'm so happy to see you guys. Hello, welcome.